What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of Sugoi Anime. Season 2, episode 5?
Yep, it's episode 5.
Episode 5. We're recording a little late, unfortunately, because someone had to get sick.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so funny because I was watching and listening to our last episode, and I was talking up a storm how I never get sick, dude. Like I was basically like boasting. I was just like, "Oh yeah, dude, I never get sick because you were sick. You were getting off being sick,
Yeah.
and then I was just like talking up a freaking. I was just being a douche about it. I was like, dude, I never get sick, dude. But the reason why I say that is because I got really freaking sick, guys. Like so bad. Like we were supposed to go watch My Hero Academia Heroes Rising, um, which Jesus and our buddies did go, but I couldn't go, dude, because I was so bleeding sick that I could I was barely hanging on to this world's
Yeah,
life, dude.
guys,
So
Brian really doesn't ever get sick the whole time that I've known him.
yeah,
And there's no way he would have missed it if it were for any other reason.
dude, no, dude. I was so damn like, well, I guess so because my son got sick too.
hmm
Right? And we had to take him to the hospital because I wasn't obviously I was pretty sick, but like I, and so apparently he we found out he has the flu. And so I was like, "Oh crap, so that means I have the flu." And then yeah, and then my wife caught it yesterday as well. And so I'm just now getting over the hump, so I feel much better. But like, oh my gosh, dude, I've never been so sick in my life. It's just, jeez, dude, it's so bad. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
But anyways, before I bore everyone to death with my sickness, um, we were gonna talk about this awesome movie that Jesus watched. At least tell me a little bit about it. Like, was it good or
Yeah, it
what?
was pretty good. I mean, it had
Uh,
some character development that I didn't really expect. And now I
okay.
understand why Horikoshi said that there were a lot of elements in the movie that he wanted to use for the finale of the series.
Mm.
And why he doesn't want to make another have a Studio Trigger make another movie.
Oh.
Because it took some really good ideas from him.
Oh
And you're
wow.
like, oh yeah, that would have been really good for an ending.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh.
You're like, oh, this could have been a very satisfying ending to the series if it ended right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Interesting.
at a certain point. And obviously, they went back and changed a few things and whatnot in order to
Hmm.
make it so the movie's obviously not canon and whatnot.
Right.
So that's why I was like, oh man. And the action, guys, I've never seen Bakugo go all out like
Oh,
the way
for
he did
real?
in this movie.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, but the only thing that really made me mad about the entire movie was this. It was like they made Todoroki look like such a schmuck.
For real?
Like they made him they scaled him down to be so weak. It was like, "Oh, come on. We all know he's stronger than everybody else except for maybe Midoriya in terms of power output." But it was like they scaled him down
Really?
to basically the same level as Sero,
Which was that?
the tape dude.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was like that pissed me off so much. I was like, come on, we all know he can do so much more.
Huh.
It was like
Interesting.
but yeah, it was to that level where you're like, really? We all know this guy
Wow.
is definitely much better in combat than
Right.
99% of the entire field.
Huh. Interesting. That's
So that's
weird.
why I was like, ugh, what a pain.
Like hearing it sounds weird. So I gotta
Yeah.
watch this movie, dude. I gotta watch the movie.
But everybody else, like the entire class 1A was there. They were doing their thing. Everybody was trying to do their best and going plus ultra.
Nice.
So it was like,
Nice.
dang, like those times whenever you see that Mineta would like bleed from his scalp because he used his grapes too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was happening a lot. The laser naval guy was basically going all out.
Dang.
Yeah, everybody was going out all out.
That's funny.
So there was definitely a lot more action in this one. And oh my gosh, yeah. Like honestly, I like the ending, but I feel like you do need to be somewhat caught up on the manga in order to understand some of the new characters that they introduced.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So is this movie canon then, or what?
I'm gonna say no.
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
because
but characters,
yeah,
but
the
characters
pretty much
in.
all the characters are canon.
Mm.
So you have you're gonna meet him later on in the series. Probably, I would say by the end of this season in the anime. His name's Hawks.
Hawks?
Hawks, and he's a pretty
Sounds
cool dude. He's
sounds
actually
cool.
he actually becomes the number two hero. So spoilers.
Oh.
So yeah, he fights. Obviously, his fighting style is different because this is more about information gathering. His
Oh,
style.
interesting.
So that's why you won't really get to see him in too many big fights, I think, right now. But
Huh.
yeah, because that obviously his quirk is not quite to that level, but he does resolve a lot of incidents.
Wow.
Yeah, and
That's cool.
people think he's really popular and whatnot. So, but you'll get to know him more in the anime, and I would imagine he should be introduced by the end of the season
Oh,
at
okay.
the way everything's being paced right now.
Hmm.
Yep, yep, yep.
Cool. Cool, man. Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna watch it someday. Hopefully someday soon, and we could talk about it. Gosh dang it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Well, any news?
Well, not really news, but I did actually watch Dragon Quest Your Story, like you told me to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Eh?
enjoyed it. It was like, oh,
Eh.
it's like, oh,
Cool.
okay, okay, you know?
Hey, look at that.
Yeah, it was like one of those ones where I was like, oh, this is actually a very, very pleasant surprise of a
Look.
story.
So you actually liked it?
Yeah, and the
Huh.
ending, I now I understand why you as a gamer like would enjoy it so much, and yeah, like to some extent, I enjoyed it too because like sometimes it's like you just enjoy those kinds of like stories and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, and if we're talking about that, I feel like you could probably interpret that ending to basically any hobby that you
Yeah,
have, really.
yeah.
And so, yeah, dude. Yeah. Dude, we should talk about that movie freaking one of these days, dude.
I'm sure we will.
We definitely should.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
And yeah, I
Cool.
actually did listen to it in Spanish, and you were right. It does sound pretty good in Spanish.
Yeah. Surprisingly, I was like, oh, wow. Sounds good.
I was like, dang, this stuff is actually pretty good.
Yeah, man. Anything else?
Oh, let me think. News wise, Oda got sick, so there
Oh,
was
look
a
at
delay
that.
on the manga.
Okay. I was gonna say because I feel like I haven't. There hasn't been a new episode of One Piece for a while.
There hasn't?
Maybe I don't know. I feel like they're behind.
Yeah, yeah, like he actually did get sick apparently a couple weeks back, and so that delayed the release of the manga for what was supposed to be on Sunday to next Sunday. So this coming
Uh,
Sunday. But dang,
oh
dude, it's
wow.
like the end, like where they're at right now. They're finishing up the flashback, and it's like Odin's death. I was like, no.
Oh my gosh, that's
It's like
crazy.
he's like he's definitely a Chad amongst Chads. But man, it's like you really feel like, man, I really wanted this guy to, keep living on and keep doing his thing because it's like, dang, everybody needs
Yeah,
his
man.
help right now because I don't see how they're gonna beat
Seriously, man.
an alliance of Big Mom and Kaido's crew.
Dude, seriously, man. I have a theory of who Momonosuke's sister is. I don't know if you know.
She's the blue-haired chick.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. I knew that. Well, I assumed at least. Blue
Yeah,
hair
yeah,
chick. Cool.
yeah. She's the
Awesome.
blue-haired girl, Hyordy. Or I guess they
Okay.
call
Yeah,
her by
yeah.
something else because she's in
I
disguise.
think the Oidan or something like that.
Yeah, it's like
Oidan.
it's like
Like.
basically a high-end prostitute. Hmm.
All right. My bad.
No, you're good.
All right. We back. My bad. My bad.
Okay, so
Okay. Cool.
as I was
Sorry about
saying,
that.
no, you're good. You're good. So as I was saying though, yeah, Hyori, I guess is what you would call it. Yeah, an oiran, which in Japanese culture is like a really high-end prostitute for like,
Yeah. 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 Supposedly she's the most beautiful Oiran in all of Wano.
yeah.
So that's pretty funny. Um, yeah, dude, cool. Anything else, dude? Any other news tidbits, bro?
Uh, oh yeah, she does give Zora a new sword, so that was pretty cool.
Enma, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty strong sword. You can definitely
Yeah,
tell
wasn't
why.
it the one that Odin used? Was it one of them?
Yeah, one of them. The other one, Momonosuke has. It's the one he practices with.
Oh, sick.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so
sick.
yeah, Enma's a little weird though because it actually absorbs all your haki.
Hmm,
Yeah, so if you're not
that is
careful,
weird.
it'll basically kill you. So that's why the only two people who have been able to master it are like Odin and Zoro's working on it, so he'll be the second.
What the heck? That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, it's a pretty crazy sword,
Yeah,
but
I haven't seen that part. Well, I don't remember. I think I saw. I don't think I read ahead in the manga, but maybe I saw a panel where he gets Enma and he like cuts like some mountains,
yeah, yeah.
like
He was like just swinging around just to see what would
something like
happen. And it's like, oh, okay.
yeah,
But yeah, yep, yep, yep.
he's that powerful now. Look at that.
Yep, it's a
But yeah,
crazy
dude. So
sword, but yeah.
that's pretty sick.
But yeah, but either way, moving away from One Piece though. There hasn't really been much
Yeah.
news, I would say. I mean, there was a funny thing where somebody from the Funimation social media team, so they sent out a
Hmm.
tweet about like Tokyo Ghoul or something like that.
Okay.
And if you were to have looked at the image, it actually had like a watermark from one of the piracy websites for anime.
What does that mean?
So like it came they pulled an image from like Kiss Anime or something like that
Okay.
and used it in an
Oh.
image in their tweet for Funimation. So that was pretty funny.
Uh-oh.
So whoever did that probably got fired. So it's whatever.
Yeesh. Yeesh.
It's just more funny than anything else.
Tokyo Guru. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So, what are we talking about today, brother?
Well, it's one of those a very generic shonen anime. Deals with a lot of magic and wizards and guilds and stuff. We're talking about
Fairy tale?
yes. No, 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 no. What I call better fairy tale,
Yeah,
Black
I
Clover.
agree.
Yeah, I know.
Buraku Clover.
I'm glad you and me were on the same page on that one because I was totally gonna say fairy tale.
My bad, I ruined your joke.
No, you're good though. I'm glad we were on the same page. But yeah, so in other words, though, yeah, Black Clover, guys, Black Clover. So Brian, you want to take
Black
it away on
Clover.
this one?
Sure. I unfortunately am not super caught up. I'm probably 15 episodes or so behind. Um, but basically, this is like this is like Naruto mixed with Fairy Tale mixed with like freaking I don't even know, dude. Maybe Bleach. I don't know. It's got a whole lot of stuff, but I feel like honestly, let me just say this: the first time when Black Clover just came out, everyone was talking about like, oh man, this is the new Naruto, man. This is the new one of the new big three. Like everyone was like freaking out about it. And then the first episode came out, and everyone hated it because it was literally mostly like Asta just screaming the whole time. Like the whole time, it was just Asta screaming, and everyone was like, "Oh, this show sucks, man. This is annoying." Blah blah blah, and it basically fell off the wayside. Like everyone basically just gave up on it. But then eventually, well, me and Jesus were talking about it quite a bit during our Sugoi anime episodes. But we're just like, oh, I've been hearing good things about Black Clover, blah blah blah. And then eventually we both started kind of watching it again. But yeah, so anyways, I'm just kind of giving you a recap, people, of why we got into it. But it's actually really good. So basically, you got your classic, two orphan boys that show up in a chapel in a church that you know, and then they have the little family, whatever, of orphans. We don't know where they came from. We don't know how special they are, blah blah blah. But one of the boys, which is Asta, has no magical powers abilities at all, which is weird in this world. And then the other one, is incredibly gifted with his magical ability. And then when they turn 15, they're able to go to basically get chosen by their own grimoire,
Yeah.
and yeah, and basically their powers are amplified tremendously with a grimoire. Um, and yeah, and then after that, they kind of go off to their own adventure, um, which they want to join in the guilds, one of the guilds. Um, Asta doesn't get chosen by a grimoire, at least not at the moment when everyone is getting their grimoire. Um, and then gets in trouble, right? It's that gets in trouble, right? And
Oh
then
yeah, he gets into a little bit
Asta
of trouble.
saves him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Asta saves him because he pulls out a magical black sword out of his ass. I mean, his out of nowhere. And yeah, and with that, he beats the crap out of that chain dude. And then we find out that he has a five-leaf clover grimoire, which
means demon, which means there's a demon inside, something like that. And has got four-leaf clover, which is exceptionally rare in the world of black clover. So basically, everyone gets a three-leaf grimoire, but is very special, and so he gets a four-leaf one, which is again, very like super crazy rare. It's basically like Conqueror's Hotkey in One Piece.
Yeah,
Like it's not like impossible.
it's just
It's not
super
like
extremely
impossible
rare.
to it. Yeah, it's like one out of freaking thousands of people get a four-leaf clover
Yeah, we're
or
talking
Conqueror's
maybe
Hotkey.
like
Blah blah blah.
what is it, like
Um,
two people per generation, maybe two, maybe three.
yeah, yeah, basically.
Yeah,
So, anyways, is one of those chaps, and yeah, and then I don't know, man. I don't know. Help me out here.
okay, okay. So,
They go off. I mean,
so
yeah,
basically
you
at
go.
this
You
point
take it. You
they,
take it over.
so basically at this point they just kind of separate into. So when Asta's like, "Oh, cool, I got a grimoire. It's really dirty though. Obviously, it has the five-leaf black uh, clover on it." Everybody's like, "Okay, that's weird." But whatever, because nobody knows what that's about,
Yeah, and
apparently.
yeah, and it's funny. It's funny you say that because literally, it's like even though you would think people see this five-leaf clover and they'd be like, "Oh, whoa, five leaves," just like the audience, right?
Yeah,
But the world of black clover, they're like, five leaf, what the heck? That's probably fake or that's bullcrap, whatever. And then, but four leaf is like, oh my gosh, he has a four leaf.
yeah,
And so
yeah,
it's just, but people don't know. That's why people just don't know.
yeah,
So
yeah. So, what's it called? So, not gonna lie, guys, like, it took me a while to get into Black Clover because, man, getting over Asta's voice actor, how he decided to interpret Asta was like, ugh, so hard. But everybody else made up for it, pretty much on that one. But yeah, so
yep, I
in other
agree.
words, though, Asta and Eunuch train with their grimoires in order to be able to be prepared for the, I guess, the magic, or their to be selected to be a magic knight, because
Yes,
magic knights are basically like the police slash army slash like bunch of other things that they do around town. And
knights.
yeah, they just do night stuff,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
they help out.
They're like famous.
Yeah, it's a
They're
good
like
career choice.
the professional basketball players, you know, of the country.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Basically,
At least
everybody
the
loves
status,
them.
status
Yeah, yeah,
wise.
yeah, yeah. Because yeah, I mean, they even said that even the lowest ranked like Magic Knight still made more money than the average person in the kingdom.
Yeah, there you go.
So the more you rank up, the
Oh
more
yeah.
money you're gonna
Oh yeah.
get too. So you can make a pretty good living.
Yes. Hello.
Okay, so the internet seems to be acting up a little bit right now. Sorry about that, guys. Ugh. Okay, so
No
yeah,
worries. No worries.
so they train up. They get to the capital where they're doing the selection and whatnot, and
Yes.
basically Asta can't do anything because he has absolutely no magic. And then you're like, wait, but he got a grimoire, so shouldn't he be able to do something now? It's like, no, because his power's a little. Well, it's. I don't even know if I would even consider that magic. What do you think?
The what?
The Asta's
The what?
abilities.
Oh,
Just
like his sword?
yeah, like his swords and whatnot. It's like doesn't really use magic when he uses
Not
them.
really. I mean, well, even Yami, yeah, like even Yami was saying that like during his fight, like, cause well, so Asta's so physically like powerful that he almost like people almost think that he has a physical enhancing magical ability. Um, and so he's basically he's gotten to the point where he's at because he's so physically like strong and fast, and which works well with his ability, I guess. His ability, wink, wink, because it's like he basically just has a sword that negates magic, and then another one that he gets that absorbs magic, and then can use, you know, that magic to like, more powerfully. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's magical. Maybe the sword technically, because it negates magic, but he has to hit him with it. So I don't know.
Yeah. So it's a little bit complicated on that one. Yeah, yeah. So it's like he can't do anything. Some guys like trying to use him in order to make himself look a lot better in front of the rest of the guilds, captains and whatnot.
Yep.
And then he decides to fight with Asta because he's like, oh, this is going to be a super easy victory. Lo and behold, Asta's just beats him in like one hit
Yeah.
because he's
I
so
love how that
fast.
guy. Yeah. I love how the guy that Asta beats. I totally forgot what his name was, but I love how he becomes like a meme, like Yamcha meme
Yeah.
after that.
No, the weird part is what happens on later on in the anime in a few episodes from where you're at, because you're
Uh,
gonna laugh your butt off so much at what happens
oh
with
really?
that guy. Yeah,
Oh man.
it gets pretty funny. I'm not gonna spoil it because otherwise it'll ruin it on this one at least.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, so that's so then Asta, well, obviously gets selected. Every magic captain basically is like, oh, we want him in our crew.
Yeah.
And Yuno's like, okay, I want to be the magic king and whatever. So I'm gonna
The
go
Wizard King. Wizard King.
the wizard king, yeah. And so he's like, okay, I'm just gonna go with the best guild or squad since that'll increase my chances by a lot more.
Mhm.
And so he does. He goes with the best one, and he gets a lot of great opportunities to shine.
Yes. Yes, he does.
And Asta, on the other hand, at first it looks like he's not going to get selected, and instead, Yami picks him up. The
Yeah.
captain of the absolute worst squad in the entire kingdom, the Black Bulls.
Oh yeah. Yeah, basically Yami just calls him out and just like, you want to be part of this, you want to be in this crew or whatever. How can you do that if you have no magical abilities, bro?
Yeah, basically. And, he just says, like, I'm just going to work harder than everybody else, and I have this ability to basically erase magic. Oh, man. And it's like, huh, that's a weird ability. And you'd think it'd be
Yeah,
super
man. And
overpowered. You would think it'd be super overpowered, but then you think about it, it's like, it's one of those times where it's like an ability is only good if only in the situation where the user is basically Asta. Because no,
right.
there's not very many people
Yes.
who are on the same like level as him physically speaking. I mean, we're talking like Asta and Yami are the two
Yeah,
most jacked characters in the entire series. So it's basically just them two who
seriously.
could physically do it. But then, even then, trying to find somebody who has absolutely no magic is another weird thing, since only somebody
Yep.
without any magic can actually hold the swords and then use them without, feeling like their life is being drained away.
Yeah, man.
And so from there, and Asta separate and go on separate adventures for the most part. Every now and then they'd run into each other on missions. But yeah, overall, it's one of those
Yeah.
stories where you're like, dang, there's a lot going on. There's a conspiracy. Looks like Asta's getting a harem for whatever reason. Um, and then Yuno's just acting all cool like he is.
Yep.
Oh man, yeah. Sometimes it's like, yeah, and so yeah, that's about the best summary I can give right now without having this episode go and be like 2 hours long.
Right.
Uh, what do you
Same.
think? Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think that was pretty good. I think that's like a nutshell, whatever they say, you know,
Yeah, that pretty much summarizes the
to
first few
to the
episodes.
explanation.
I mean,
Whew.
also, this is a bit of a longer series, so you do have your filler every now and then, but it's usually only like an episode or two, and then they go back to normal.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
not too bad. It's got a pretty low filler rate, so if that's what worries you guys, like, don't
Yeah.
worry, they got you covered.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. And it's funny because I remember a couple episodes ago, I think we were talking about how Black Clover, in terms of like fan service, is pretty light. But I would have to disagree, man. Like
Really?
thinking back on it, yeah, dude. Thinking back on it, bro, freaking that one chick in the Black Bulls is always in a bikini. She's always in her freaking Vanessa, the witch.
Okay, fair enough.
She's always in that, and then like I don't know. It's just like all the girls dig Asta or and they're all freaking busty and gorgeous.
It's like,
It's just funny. I mean,
yeah,
it's still
yeah,
not as
yeah,
bad
yeah.
as other anime, but I just
I
I
feel
just
like
remember
there's,
Vanessa, and I was like,
it's like, I feel like there's a lot less fan service in this than there is in One Piece, personally speaking.
yeah, yeah, for sure, yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
I swear, like,
Yeah, I just remembered Vanessa, and I was like, oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I think that's the biggest in that series. Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. I'm like, yeah, yeah, he's right.
and I love how
Like,
her and then the captain of the Blue Rose Knights or whatever are in love with Yami.
oh yeah, I always thought that was kind of weird. I was like, really, guys? Like,
So
it's
funny.
just kind of weird. Whatever. I love how the Blue Rose Night Captain. She's like, what's it called? She's basically a tsundere because she's always so mean to Yami about
Right.
even the littlest thing. But as soon
Yep.
as like she turns around and she has like the like girly face, like, oh, I can't believe I
Yeah.
said that to him. Yami's like, okay.
Yami's so cool, dude.
Yeah, so it's like, but yeah, dude. So like, who are your like? Because there are a lot of characters in the show. Who would you say are like your? Let's say your three favorite characters in whatever order you want.
Okay, just off the top of my head, it would probably be Yami, and then Julius,
Okay.
the Wizard King, and then the Lion chick.
Oh, the what? How do you pronounce it? Leona.
Yeah, her.
Dude,
She is
yeah.
freaking dang,
She's
bro.
savage, bro.
She's so freaking sick. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say probably in that order as well. Yami, Julius, and then
Okay,
Medio
okay. Yeah.
Leona.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, for me, I would have to say I like Yuno a lot in this series because he's
cool.
kind of like your generic protagonist, I guess, but even though he's not the main protagonist, so it
Right.
gets pretty funny. Um, I love uh, who else? Mero Leona as well, the fire chick.
Yeah, she's sick.
She's like the most badass character in that series. Probably just as like there's like Yami, and then there's like her right above that, and I'm like, dang. And then yeah, Yami's also pretty awesome in that. So yeah, so we got pretty similar ones.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but I gotta admit though, it's like it surprised me that they made the second strongest human that we've seen so far be the fire girl.
Wait, what? So,
She would pretty much be the second strongest human in the
oh
series
yeah, yeah. Oh
so
yeah,
far.
for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah,
right
yeah, yeah,
behind
yeah.
Julius.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, she's
There's no way any of the other captains could keep up with her.
no way, dude. She's like a beast, man.
Like, all right, like to put things into perspective, guys, they were even saying, like, when they were fighting some elves, that each one of them was like at least 10 times stronger than your average magic captain, magic squad captain. And even then, she was able to take five of them on at the same time and was actually dealing out a lot of damage to everybody.
Yeah, dude. She's insane.
So it's like, oh man, it's really hard to say like, eesh. There's not very many other, I guess, women in anime I would say that are on her level.
No way, dude. Yeah, she's a monster, dude.
Yeah, everybody's
So
so
cool.
terrified of her. Even Yami was like, "Uh oh,
I know.
everybody run! We're under attack."
Dude, that's so funny.
But yeah, what about you, man? Like, got any questions for me?
Um, I think you basically asked what I wanted to ask, but let me see. Let me see. Okay, let's see this. What is your favorite basically tome that has been revealed so far?
Tome?
Yeah, tome or grimoire.
Oh, the Grimoires. Dude, Julius's was pretty cool actually. Now that I think about it, because it was like not even really a book. It reminded me of like those old like spiral things that they used for like business cards and whatnot,
Oh yeah.
or like to keep records. Because there
Yeah,
was just so much like so many different spells he could use apparently. We were like, oh dang.
dude, seriously.
Yep. It's like basically Julius was born to take on elves.
Dude, yeah, he's OPAF, dude.
It's like yeah, I'm like trying to think about it. It's like there aren't very many people who are like that kind of level of gifted. I mean, even his magical abilities, like the time of just time abilities in general, in any sense, are usually very overpowered in any series,
Oh yeah,
and it showed in this one as well.
dude,
And
seriously.
And then there's no way I think any of the elves could have beaten him one on one if they hadn't cheated.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, they got the better of him, unfortunately, but they basically cheated, like you said. Because I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Julius as well,
Mhm.
but like his time magic. But if I did like some honorable mentions, I guess we could say,
Mhm.
are definitely like light magic is pretty dang cool. And then Yami's dark magic is sick AF. And then I think and the freaking the paint captain, the magic
Dude,
captain,
yeah, he had some pretty
the
sick
paint
ones too.
dude, the paint guy basically just depends on your imagination how amazing it could be, you know?
He's got a pretty
So,
good imagination too, guys.
dude, yeah, he's
Yeah.
pretty OP. He's
Although
pretty OP, dude.
he was freaking out when he found out his guild was last for the first time ever. He was like,
Yeah.
eh. Yeah, yeah.
But
Oh, you
yeah.
know who else has an honorable mention for me is like the Witch Queen.
Oh my gosh,
Her
yeah,
blood
dude.
magic. It was like, I don't know how we defend against this.
Dude, seriously, that's like what in the world? What is
I mean,
that?
the good thing is that she can basically heal all injuries and wounds, no matter what it is, from the looks of it, even if they were cursed or whatever. Like I think, yeah, didn't they use some of her magic to like reattach those two kids from the underwater area? Like they reattached that one guy's leg and healed that one guy's like throat, the girl's throat,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yep.
because otherwise there was no other magic that could heal them.
Dude, yeah. It's crazy, man.
And there's a lot of healers in this show that are pretty proficient. It's just that some injuries are a little bit more beyond the scope of normal people's
Normal.
abilities.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, man. I mean, besides that, I can't really think of any other questions.
I think.
Oh, favorite. I mean, this is probably easy. Favorite Magic Captain.
Well,
Besides
let's
Yami.
besides Yami. Oh man, I actually really like the paint guy a lot, or
Oh, cool. Yeah.
the fire. Well, technically, the
Yeah.
both of the fire siblings are
Right. Right.
captains technically right now, so I think
Yeah.
both of them are pretty cool, and the paint guy are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
How
Yeah. I
about
agree.
you? Same thing?
Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I really like the fire. I forgot his name. But especially now that he has Salamander with him,
Oh
the
yeah,
fire
what's his
spirit.
name? Fuego Leon.
Oh yeah, Fuego Leon. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And he's got the fire spirit with him, Salamander, so he's even freaking stronger.
yeah.
Uh,
I think they said that the salamander spirit is the strongest out of all the four spirits on
yeah.
offense.
Yeah, dude.
So
And
his
so
firepower just increased by so much.
OP now. He's
Yep.
OP. So yeah, dude. Yeah. 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 I
Yeah.
mean, I'm
Yeah.
trying to think. The other captains are cool
Captains.
too.
Yeah.
William is pretty cool. His ability's interesting.
Yeah, the
But
world tree ability. That one's definitely a different one.
yeah.
It's like,
But yeah.
do you listen to any of the openings at all, or you like so?
I have, yeah. I don't remember at the moment. It's been like I
Yeah.
said, a couple months since I've seen the show.
Hmm.
Especially remember the openings, but yeah. Is there anyone that you particularly like or
Actually, the newest one that they've come out with is actually really good.
oh,
Yeah, I was like, huh, this is actually a very enjoyable song. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ugh. One more
Do you?
question.
Okay, go for it.
Who is best girl?
Uh, uh, that's a hard one because there's actually a lot of best girls in this show. Um, what's her name? The one in the Golden Dawn squad.
I know who you're
Noelle's
talking
cousin.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah?
yeah. I think she's pretty awesome. Like she's actually
Really?
more honest. She's still nice to everybody.
Right.
Not really a tsundere.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
yeah, yeah. If you get hurt, she can heal you pretty quick.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, and she still has offensive abilities
Hmm.
with her little flower thing
Yeah.
that she has going on. So she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How about you?
Um, I like her a lot too. I was actually gonna mention her. I forgot her name. Um, I like Noelle. I just don't like her personality as much. But I do
Yeah.
like when she's being herself, like 100% herself. I like that who she is, you know. But I really like Vanessa. I really like her. She's yeah, she's awesome. Um, trying to think if there's anyone else here. Is that basically all of them?
No, there's quite a few because let's see, you have like Noelle, you have her cousin.
Hmm.
There's also Vanessa, the little midget girl.
Oh,
There's
freaking
also
Charmy, Charmy.
Charmy, yeah.
Oh, she's the best, dude.
See, if you're into cooking, she'll feed you until you drop.
Oh, she's so funny, dude. And she's actually pretty dang strong.
Dude, do you know she's like half dwarf?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you're at that part? Yeah, okay, okay.
I mean, I'm not at that part, but I have read
Okay, okay,
ahead
okay,
on the,
okay, okay, okay.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah, a while
So
ago.
yeah, she's like half dwarf, so she even freaked out at that. She was like, "Dwarf? What are you talking about?"
Oh, that's so funny. She's so funny, dude.
It's
Oh
like,
man.
oh man, that one's pretty good. Let's see who else is in there. I mean, there's
Trying to.
technically Noelle's sister, the one girl from the village that
Oh.
invited Asta over to play with her siblings.
Oh,
She owns
right,
the
right,
restaurant. She's pretty sweet.
right. She's a nice one.
There's
Yeah.
the one girl that follows around that one couple that trained Asta how to use a sword.
Right.
There's also Neto. Her
It'll.
real name's Seko,
Oh,
the
right,
bird girl.
right. Yep,
Yep. So there's a
yep.
lot of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's one I was gonna be like, yes, but I don't.
Kahono from the Underwater Kingdom.
I mean, she cute.
Yeah.
She cute.
I'm just going through a list of all the ones that I can think off the top of my head.
You know, if we're talking about physically, I would say Vanessa.
Well, yeah.
But it overall, best girl is Charmy, dude. In my heart.
The cotton magic.
Yeah, dude. She's so funny. I love her.
It's like, here, have some num nums.
I love that one episode that it's like the wizard tournament or whatever, and Julius is like, you know, sitting, and then like Charmy's like sitting on his lap or whatever, and she's just like, yay, and like
Oh, yeah.
they're both like loving the show. It's so funny.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, Yami, did you adopt a young child?
Yeah.
Or is this your
Uh,
child? Isn't she like 20 something?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, something like that. So funny, dude.
Yeah, that
So
is a
funny.
pretty good one. It's like, oh my gosh.
Dude,
Oh man.
best troll character.
Troll character?
Yes.
Hmm.
I'll tell you mine so you get
Yeah,
an idea of
yeah,
what
go
I'm
for
talking
it.
about.
Yeah.
Okay. Noel's cousin's brother, bro. Vermilion. He's such a douche, dude. He's like super freaking like powerful, but he's like such a he's such a loser.
He's such a douche about everything that it's like, it kind of eliminates his overpoweredness.
Yeah. Oh man. I remember when they introduced him, I was dying. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Man,
And
no
he
wonder
turns
she
out to
hates
be,
her brother.
yeah. It's funny to see her act like that in front of her brother because you never see that side of her.
Oh no, she loves everybody.
Yeah, until her brother. And it's like, oh my gosh, what the heck?
Oh
It's
my
so
gosh,
funny.
I totally forgot about that guy.
He's like super gay, dude, but he's funny.
It's not even like the fun kind where it's like, oh, he's just flamboyant. It's just that he's a douche about
Yeah.
it.
Super funny, dude.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. That one is definitely a big troll character. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I mean, for me, it'd definitely be the Buddha guy.
Yeah. Oh
Anytime he's
yeah, dude.
around, he's always like trying to exaggerate. It's like, oh yes, I am the best. I beat so many people.
He's always trying to
And
get the
everybody's like,
girls. And
it's like, no. It's like nobody likes to be around him. Or who else? Who else am I?
I
Oh
think
man,
his name's
there's
like Seki or something like that,
Seke or
right?
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
It was like weird spelling. It was like Sekke with the little accent over the top.
Something like that. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, so it's like, oh man, yeah, there's some really funny ones. Like or do you remember the old Purple Orca's captain?
The guy that goes invisible.
Yeah, like he's basically invincible except against Asta.
Oh yeah.
Because no magic can affect him if he
Right.
turns invisible. Unless
Unless Asta.
unless Asta comes into play and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well then.
Crap.
Or like the chain user was the same way.
Yeah.
Basically invincible. Unless you go against Asta. Because it kind of just erases your ability.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, like
It's super
Asta's
funny.
basically has like a less powerful version of well, eventually I think you'll get to this, but it's like a less powerful version. So I'm thinking of a different ability from a different anime. It's like a JoJo ability called
Oh.
yeah, yeah, where it's called Golden Experience Requiem. Okay, so
Whoa.
its ability is that it turns. So let's say you do an action, okay, like you're gonna attack him or whatever. It basically negates that to the point
Huh.
where it's like it never happened.
Whoa.
So let's say you
Okay.
have the ability to stop time. All of a sudden, that ability gets turned off, like it never happened.
What the freak?
So it's
That's
like
OP?
it's basically the most overpowered ability, except for this other one, but that's a different story for a different day.
Holy crap, man.
Yeah, so it's like I always thought Asta's ability was more like that. It was like, oh yes, it's like a less powerful version of that. It just negates everybody's abilities.
Yeah, dude, seriously.
It's like, yeah, he's almost pretty much invincible against everybody, but he's but the only reason why is that yeah, he trained a lot. Like he's in better shape than basically any human in the entire series, so that
Oh
helps.
yeah. Oh yeah.
He got trained how to use a sword pretty well, even though the sword's like twice his height
Yep.
because he's such a midget. But yeah, it's like yeah, there's some really weird ones out there. It's like yeah, yeah. So yeah, I think sometimes Asta's the most trolly character about like how he
I
uses his
agree.
ability.
Oh yeah. I agree.
So apart
Okay,
from the yeah, go for it.
I've got two more questions. Sorry.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. So, I don't know which one to go first. Maybe let's go who's the funniest character in your opinion?
Charming.
Okay, Charmy. I'll
Yep.
give you that.
Yep.
I'll give you that. For me, I think it's Yami
Oh.
because he's just like so like ridiculous sometimes, and it's I love it that he always has to take a shit like, and he doesn't have toilet paper, and like, or he's just like super lazy and just like, but he like gets all these girls and like I think he's just funny, dude. He's a funny guy. Um, and then okay, so that was a pretty quick answer from both of them.
Yeah.
All right, favorite battle scene. Go.
Dude, when Yuno and Asta fought against the uh, Licked,
Ooh.
definitely that one. It was like
Okay.
because Asta and Yuno were trying to go all out, and it's like
Yeah.
Licked. I don't even think he was taking them seriously, but man, you got some really good action out of that one.
I'm. That's where I'm at right now. Literally, that's
Yeah,
where like I'm literally at right now.
yeah,
Um. But yeah, I think if I'm remembering correctly, or maybe it's like the episode I'm on or whatever.
uh-huh.
Like, yeah, it's pretty sick so far. It's pretty sick so far, for sure. But I have two that I can think of at right now,
Okay,
which
go for it.
which which are the first time Julius shows off his powers,
Hmm.
like with when they show up when the bad guys or I forgot what the crew was called, Midnight Sun or something. They uh they show up to the cave and Julius is waiting for them and they all try and attack him and he's just like he's like freaking just appearing everywhere like just and then he just like kills two people in one shot like right away and then he just like destroys them all of them like his first just show of power I was just like oh, oh, oh! Like it was crazy dude and then obviously his fight with Patry was you know pretty cool as well
Yeah.
but I also really like Yami's fight with well when he fought the I'm trying to remember basically when he kills the guy with his dimension cut
Which
that was
guy?
sick the guy with the beast
Oh, okay,
guy
okay, 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 yeah.
yeah when
Yeah,
he
it's
like
like
cuts him in
Richard
half with
Smash.
dude that was so sick dude
Because it just cuts through everything.
yeah literally so that was pretty cool too but yeah that's basically my my answers so
Nice,
yeah
nice, nice, nice.
yeah
Yeah, I mean, overall, guys, it's a pretty exciting series. I mean, you get a lot of action, obviously. Um, it is very It is a shonen anime, so it is long,
It is long, yes,
but it is
but it's
enjoyable.
very entertaining.
Yeah, I like it a lot more than Fairy Tail.
Yes, same here.
Like,
Way more.
I really tried with Fairy Tail. Like, when you get to 50 episodes and you're like, I'm bored because this feels very repetitive.
Dude, I can't believe I
Yeah,
watched as much as I did, bro. I watched a lot of Fairy Tale. A lot.
yeah. So that's why I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna like, yeah, this is much better,
Way better.
way better. All the characters make a lot more sense.
Yep.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah,
I mean,
cool.
there's not much else I can really say about it because everything's like a spoiler right now, since it's not that close to the animes and that caught up with the manga.
Right,
I've read some of the manga. I think I'm like chapter 80, but yeah, I'm still pretty far behind
right.
since this thing has like over 200 episodes or 200 chapters in it.
Yeah,
So it's like, yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
yeah, man.
So yeah,
Cool.
everything's a spoiler. But
That's how it is, man. That's
yeah,
how it is.
yeah. So what do you think?
Ah, that's basically it for me, I guess.
Yep.
Unless you have anything else.
Nope. It's like we recommend it, guys. You know, do the usual thing, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully they get this video up by tomorrow. At least I should have the podcast done. The YouTube video usually takes me a little bit longer to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, just do that thing. If you're on Anchor, support us and follow us so we can and share if you guys enjoy this, share it with your friends who like to listen to other people's opinions about anime and other stuff.
Yes.
It's like, but yeah, either way, you guys have a good one. Now, talk to you guys later.
See you guys. Bye bye.
Bye.